One of my viewers gave me a bit of information, and it's not that I didn't already know this. I just hadn't even, it had not crossed my mind to put it to use here. He suggested using the torch to remove the handguard, which makes perfect sense. And the idea there is saving the hardware there, the little bolt heads. What the deal is that you put a little heat to the actual handguard part itself, the screw area around, or the nut part, the part that the screws thread into, you know, right down here, this area. Just heat that up a little bit, trying not to put your heat directly on the head of the screws. And what that does is, first of all, if you've got Loctite on there, it'll help to bust that up a little bit. It'll make it malleable, or can. More importantly, it's going to expand the hardware, the nut around your screw, your bolt, whatever you want to call it. And it will help to break it loose. If you ever have a seized up bolt, you know, exhaust on a car or something like that, a lot of times if you heat the nut, it will expand it up and off of that screw and allow you to break it loose. So we're going to do that here. I'm going to demonstrate that so we can make sure that anybody that decides they want to try it, they realize that there is a proper way of doing that just throwing the heat to it is not necessarily the best idea. You need, in order for it to be effective, you want it to be applied in a specific place. So, you know, you just, again, got to be careful with it. There's what I was looking for. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead . Yep, already back. Double check everything again. Good. Get everything clamped in. And here's one of the reasons why I really like this Lyman. The only thing I don't like about this Lyman gun vise is that it's plastic. If this thing were made of aluminum, man, it'd be awesome. But it's plastic, and it just, I hate that. It works, don't get me wrong, but it could definitely be stronger. You know, I'm going to back up a little bit because you guys won't be able to see me actually throwing the heat to it. Alright. That's really all that we're talking about. And I don't know if any of you guys are used to it, but normally you get that popping and that creaking and that cracking noise whenever you're undoing these. You don't hear that here, do you? And like I say, I mean, especially coming from aviation, you know, stuff like that's commonplace. We do it all the time. And it was it's like eureka whenever I read that from him. Of course that makes sense to do it. I just, certain things like that, you know, that's one of the reasons why I like YouTube, because it's not like I don't know that heating up stuff like that will help, but I hadn't done it. I hadn't applied those principles to this application, and somebody just watching the video, someone's in the know, took the time out of their day to write to me and show me and tell me something that, you know, he didn't know anything if I knew that or not, and he took the time to show and talk to me about it, and I really appreciate it. So now that those are loose, go ahead and get my handguard up and off of there. twist it a little to get it over the gas block. And there's that.